Now, I'm really pleased to say we're going to finish the show with some live music because Cody is going to be here. He was brought in by the Jive Aces when he was much, much younger, years and years ago when I first came to this radio station. I think I was on The Late Show. Cody Lee Smart, they brought him in as a kid because he played just one bit on the piano. Then I think he came in on his own on Saturday Breakfast as he got a bit older. And now he's got his, he's in a show about Jerry Lee Lewis called Sun Records The Concert, which is all about rock and roll icons from Elvis to Roy Orbison. And he's going to be performing for us on the piano here in the studio. So really looking forward to that. What a great way to end a Friday.
BBC Radio London. This is Joe Good
on BBC Radio London.
Do you know, my next guest has just made me realise how long I have worked at this radio station, because when I first met him, he was really young. He was a boy, a very talented sort of child protege. He started playing the piano when he was 8 years old, and he was trained partly by our house band, the Jive Aces. They brought him into my show, and then he went on to play boogie-woogie tracks at venues like the Hammersmith Apollo. His name is Cody Lee Smart. He's playing the role of Jerry Lee Lewis in Sun Records The Concert, a show that features the music of rock and roll icons from Elvis to Roy Orbison. I am so pleased to say Cody Lee Smart joins me on the afternoon show. Hello.
Hi Joe, how you doing?
Well, Cody, I hate saying this to you, it makes me feel so old, but my goodness me, you have really grown up. Do you remember when you first met me?
Yeah, I think so. Wasn't it at the Summertime Swing?
No, it was before that. You came. They brought you into the studio one night when I was on the Late Show.
Oh yeah, I think.
Or
so,
might have been a Saturday morning because you were at school.
Oh yeah.
Then their big gig, Summertime Swing. They announced, and now Cody, this young boy, is going to stand up, and you just blew everyone away. And now you're launched, basically. What's life been like for you? I mean, you've had loads of work, obviously.
Oh, it's been a roller coaster really, because I've been doing so many different things. I've been doing stuff with my own band, the Retro Boys, and we do like function work and stuff like that, and parties. And I did a lot with the Jive Aces. They took me away on tours to Ireland and Belgium, and
they're amazing.
They're lovely guys, and they really, they've really helped me to come out of my shell in terms of being a performer on stage. The most I've got from them is how to be a performer on stage and how to engage with an audience. Before meeting them, that was something that was quite new to me, and they've helped me along so much. So I really appreciate all the work they've done for me.
And your style of music, you were into a style of music that most of the kids of your age just weren't into. So where was that from? Is that because your parents played it, or?
Well, yeah. So when I was younger, obviously, I got the mick taken out of me a lot for liking, 50s rock and roll and jive and swing and jazz and that sort of stuff, because it's not mainstream for people my age. But that's no reason to stop doing what you love. My dad always played blues harmonica and had a blues band when I was younger, so I always grew up listening to blues tracks, and from that I learned to play blues when I was about 8 years old, and then naturally I progressed into doing boogie woogie, then rock and roll, and just sort of followed the genres as they went in time. And now I'm doing this in shows, and yeah, I love it. It's having a great time.
And do you read music?
I can read music, but very
that's
slowly.
Rare, because loads of people that come in who are professional musicians say no, sorry, I can't.
Well, yeah, I mean, I learned to read music just so that I could if I needed to, but, if there's ever the option to not, then I choose not to, I always get, if someone needs me to learn something, they send me the track and, I listen to it for a day and it's there,
That's such a talent. This show intrigues me because it's got all the great personalities in it, as we say, from Elvis to Roy Orbison, and you're playing Jerry Lee Lewis. Did you have to audition for this?
Well, no. So basically, when I think I was about 13, I was with my parents and they took me to go and see a Jerry Lee Lewis tribute at, I think it was at Chingford Assembly Hall, near where I live. And I went there and the piano player's doing his thing. It's in the second set, and I go up to him in the interval or just before, the second set, and said, "Do you reckon I could get up?" I said, "I can do that." And my parents always told me just go for it and just say what you think. So I did, and I said, I can do that. Do you want to give me a go? And he went, all right, then go on. So in the second set, I got up and I played, and it was great. The audience loved it. He loved it. We had a four-handed boogie like I do with Vince as well. And from that gig, there was a guy in the audience that was watching it, and he was he was running, sort of like putting together this show. He was finding the musicians for the producer, and he remembered me, and he found my card, this little awful little picture card that I had from when I was like 13 years old. He found that, and he was like, I'm going to give him a call. And he phoned me up, and I was like, yeah, cool. I was in France at the time as well, and he was like,
this
come
is
back
why
and do this.
Always have a business card. Always have a business card, even when you're 13. How amazing that he kept it. And can we just refer to this four-hand boogie? So Vince, the Doc, they call him, from the Jive Aces.
Yeah.
He and Cody both play the piano at the same time. What track do you do that on?
Oh, anyway, I think we just make it up as we go along, to be honest.
It's pure choreography. It's quite extraordinary to watch. And I'd forgotten that you did that, because I've never seen him do that with anyone else.
Yeah,
actually.
well, we worked out when we first started doing that, we worked out some moves, and I remember one of them we called the typewriter. And because I was only little at the time, obviously I was about half the size of Vince. So we could do this thing where I'd be playing at the top of the piano, he'd be playing at the bottom, and then I sort of do a glissando from the top to the bottom. And as I do that, I'd slide underneath his arms, and he'd switch up to the top, and we'd just keep doing like a typewriter effect of switching positions. But
now you're twice the height of him.
We tried to do it recently, and we kind of kept bumping into each other because I'm the same height as him now.
Oh, I just remember seeing that. That was just brilliant. I can't wait for you to play, Cody. What are you going to play for us now?
I was thinking I'd play one of the tunes from the show. I was going to play High School Confidential.
Lovely, thank you. Take your place at the piano. So hopefully this... you haven't played this piano. This isn't the one you played before, but...
No, it's a different colour, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a different colour.
Ready?
Ready.
Open up, honey, you should love a boy, me, that's a knocking. Why don't you listen to me, sugar, all the cats are at the high school rocking. Honey, get your bopping shoes, for the jukebox blows a fuse. Well, everybody's hopping, everybody's bopping, they're bopping at the high school hop. Well, they're bopping at the high school hop, they're jumping at the high school hop, they're rolling at the high school hop, they're moving at the high school hop. I said everybody's hopping, everybody bopping, yes, they're bopping at the high school hop. Come on, a little baby, let's rock a little bit tonight. Let's get it with the sugar, let's shake it up tonight. Well, my heart's a beating rhythm and my feet are moving smooth and light. Well, we're bopping at the high school hop, we're just a jumping at the high school hop, we're rolling at the high school hop, we're moving at the high school hop. I said everybody's hopping, everybody bopping, yes, they're bopping at the high school hop. Let's go! Something, I'm gonna give you some good news. Look ahead, sweet mama, let's burn up both our shoes. Well, my heart's a beating rhythm and my soul sing the blues. Well, we're bopping at the high school hop, we're just a jumping at the high school hop, we're rolling at the high school hop, we're moving at the high school hop. I said everybody's hopping, it's everybody bopping, just they're bopping at the high school hop. One more time. We're bopping at the high school hop, we're just a jumping at the high school hop, we're rolling at the high school hop, we're moving at the high school hop. I said everybody's hopping, everybody bopping, yes, they're bopping at the high school hop.
Oh, what? Oh, my goodness me. Cody, don't you think human beings are amazing? I mean, some human beings are amazing. The fact that a human being can do that to a load of ivory keys just put in a bit of wood on an upright like that. It is stunning, absolutely stunning. You're so talented.
Thank you very much.
It is. I mean, what's so interesting about that piano? So many people have played that, and every time it changes its personality. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't think I've ever, since the Jive Aces have been in, it hasn't been played like that. It's amazing. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So tell me, let me give everyone the dates. If you want to go along and see this show, it is called Rock and Roll Icons. It's on at Epsom Playhouse on the 31st of January. Then it's on at Willotts Theatre in Potter's Bar on the 23rd of March. Beck Theatre in Hayes on the 26th of April. Churchill Theatre in Bromley in May, 8th of May. Camberley Theatre in Surrey, right at the end. Gosh, this is a long tour. Right at the end, so that's in September. And then again in September, the Hawth in Crawley. So we're online all over the world, but a lot of those people listen to us anyway. So you can book. The best thing to do is go to grtgroup.com, grtgroup.com, and book tickets. If you want to see them at the Epsom Playhouse on the 31st of January, that's the closest probably date-wise, then there's a box office number which is 0170 233 4255, 0170 233 4255, and then, as I say, it goes Southend, Hayes and Bromley. Is there, how many people in the cast? Are there dancers as well?
So there's 8 people in the cast at the moment, and the idea of the show is to turn the story of Sun Records, as a recording studio, into a live concert that people can see. So the first half is based in the studio, so you're watching us as if we were back in time recording those songs as they would have done. And there's lots of voiceovers and there's it's a whole production. There's lots of visual and sounds and things like that going on in between. And then the second set is a live party. It's basically we're just doing all the rock and roll songs that we love, and then we've got like a little medley section at the end, which is just sort of like hits. They're not so much from Sun Records, but they're just the hits to get everyone going at the end and have a good time.
How wonderful. This is so many emails, but this is the first one I'm reading out from Margaret, that she just went, wow, I love Cody's piano boogie woogie. That had me up on my feet, says Margaret. Loads of people saying, where can I go and see him? He's part of the whole show, so you see the whole show. There's not just Jerry Lee Lewis, there's the whole lot that were signed to Sun Records, basically. And you need to go to grtgroup.com, and all the dates will be down there. Can you thank your mum for me?
Of course.
Because do you know what I did? I just thought, I wonder where Cody is, and I literally put either in my old Filofax, I've got your mother's.
Filofax.
I know, in my Filofax, seriously. And I phoned, and this voice went, hello, and I said, is Cody there? And she went, no, he doesn't live here anymore. And I went, it's Joe from BBC London. She went, Joe! And I went, I'd love him to come on the show. And she went, well, he's moved out a long time ago. But can you thank her for that?
Yes, of course.
Because I'm so
I should be
chuffed.
very pleased.
And
she'll be listening now.
Oh, well, you must be very proud of him. Please come back any time. During this tour, if you get any time, come back in, Cody. Thank you. Do you have your own website?
No, I have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that. It's Cody Lee is my Facebook page, and on Instagram I think it's Cody Lee Smart. So if you just look me up or give me some likes and that, it'd be great. And obviously you can follow what I'm up to from there, all the different shows, including this one, and it'd be great to see you there.
Fantastic. Can we have a picture?
Yes,
with me, and
of
then
course,
I'll put that
I'd
up on
love
mine. Thank you.